In this short video tutorial, we'll learn about how to create a class using C Sharp. Now, C Sharp is a purely object-oriented programming language. This means that you cannot do anything in C Sharp without creating either a class or a structure. So, nothing like no data members or functions can exist outside the body of a class or a structure. So, the very first thing you have to learn when using C Sharp is to how to create a class or how to create a structure. So in this video we'll learn about how to create a class. Now we are inside the sample codes namespace, and it's always a good habit or a good practice to create your classes inside a namespace. If you do not create your class inside a namespace, it becomes a part of the global namespace by default, which is not a good practice. So we are creating our class in the sample codes namespace. And how to create a class? So to create a class, we'll use the class keyword and we will give it a name. So I'm giving a name test to my class. So by writing this simple code, I have created a class by the name test, and it's an empty class. So there are no data members or no functions inside the class. If we look at the definition of a class, so the definition of a class says that it's a blueprint. So over here we have created a class test, which is a blueprint of an empty class. So there are no data members, no functions. So if you want to create this class, if you don't want to create this class in this namespace and you want to create it in some other namespace, so what we can do is we can create a new namespace. So we'll say namespace my namespace. So with this we have created a new namespace, and now inside this namespace we have created a class by the name test. So you can notice that it's very simple to create a namespace and to create a class using C Sharp. So with this we'll end this short tutorial here. In the next tutorial we'll discuss how to create an object of this class.